and still on his feet and finally wrestled down. Got out to the 25-yard line, a pickup of 13 for Derek Bush, the sophomore. And it's a first down for Case.
Bush now with 50 yards rushing on the afternoon.
Derek Bush returning from a knee injury and is number one on the depth chart for Case at tailback. Billy Deitman slotted second. Corey Checken and Greg Meyer also 1-2 in the fullback position. Max Bohan calls out the signals, takes the snap. He'll hand this one to Bush. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, no gain. We're talking about Tricia McCutcheon, the freshman middle hitter for Case. In the 4 games she played in the Mount Union tournament, she had 30 total kills, 5 block shots. McCutcheon and junior S.K. Piper on the front line for the volleyball team. They look to do some big things this year, so good luck to the volleyball team today playing in a tournament over at BW. A lot of action going on today at Case Athletics. 13:06 to play, fourth quarter. Case up big here today at Kenyon. Bush puts his head down, gets to the left side, and right on the sideline he's tackled and knocked out of bounds near the 32-yard line. 62-14 Case. Kenyon taking advantage of a Case fumble to score their second straight touchdown. 62-14 Case. It is third down and 3 for Case right now from the 32-yard line. A whistle blows, and it looks like a timeout has been taken by Case Western Reserve. Greg Devilac coming out. He will talk to the unit he has on there right now. A lot of substitute players in there as Case has this big lead. We'll take a timeout here with 12:32 to go in the fourth quarter. 62-14, Case leading Kenyon, and back in a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Quiznos at the Circle is proud to team up with Case Athletics as a platinum sponsor. Quiznos offers the great taste of fresh, hot, toasted subs. Great food just goes well with great athletics. Mention that you heard this ad during the Case football game and receive $1 off a regular sub and $2 off if Case wins today. Offer good till Tuesday, so hurry in to Quiznos on the Circle. If the Spartans win, so do you. Quiznos, the best damn sandwich in the land. Quiznos at the Circle and Case Athletics, partners in excellence. Quiznos. Toasty.
This is Spartan Football on AM 1220 The Word.
12 and a half minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. David Wilson, Ed Doherty at Kenyon College. Bohan swings it out. Pass is caught by Brian Rice of the Spartans. He has good running room on the far sideline. Gets out to midfield. That's a gain of close to 18 yards for Brian Rice, the freshman wideout from Newcastle, PA.
Nice little underneath release pattern. Rice doing a lot with it after he catches the football. Turned it upfield, squared out. Cut it to the outside and picked up 15 yards after catching the football.
Another new receiver in the game is Charlie Buckingham out of New Richmond, Ohio. He lines up on the far left side. They'll keep it on the ground. And I believe the quarterback kept the football as Bohan tries to pick his way forward, and did not gain much yardage, maybe one. So a long second down coming up for the Spartans with 11:50 to play here in the fourth quarter at Kenyon College.
Brandon Roll in on the offensive line for Case, as is Michael Allen. Michael Allen, a 5'11", 250 freshman out of McMurray, Pennsylvania. Roll out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. He's at 260 pounds.
Second down play, they call it 2nd and 9, and the handoff up the middle. Nope, that was another keeper by Bohan, who did not get anywhere. The ball marked at midfield. Third down for Case with 11:15 to play, and the clock continues to move here in the fourth quarter.
Aaron Dixon now in on the offensive line for Case. Dixon, the junior from Moon Township, Pennsylvania.
Again, a 4-receiver set for Case. Bush is still in the game, just to the left of Bohan. Now he shifts sides, goes over to the right. Here's the snap back to the quarterback. He'll try and keep it again for the third straight time.
Really nothing there for him, but kind of a conservative play calling as Case got out near midfield, 3 straight quarterback draws.
Yeah, he got tripped up right as he got to the line of scrimmage and ended up losing a yard. So the ball is on the 49. It's a 4th down play, and Case will punt it away. We'll see the kick coming up here from Dan Vassell. Vassell, the freshman, as Ed mentioned, out of Erie, PA. Here comes the long snap. And Vassell will get the kick away, and that's a good spiraling punt. It'll be taken on a fair catch back at the 13-yard line, and that's where the Kenyon Lords will take over. So after inheriting the football at the 4-yard line last time, they have to start deep in their own territory now. They'll mark it at the 14, 62-14. Case leading it here with just 10 minutes to play in the 4th quarter.
37-yard kick for the freshman.
Well, we saw this on a few occasions last year, Ed, where Case built a commanding lead early and were able to rest their starting players. They will flip this one out to Kyle Toot. He picks his way forward out to the 21-yard line, a pickup of 7 for Kyle Toot, the 5'8 junior.
John Richards in the ball game now on the defensive front for Case. Christian Anderson also up front for the Spartans.
9:39 to play here in the 4th quarter. It is 2nd down and 3 now for Kenyon. 62-14 Case. Here's the snap back to Hermanson. He'll roll out to his left. He wants to keep it himself, and he will be tripped up on the far sideline by Lucas Zasala. Clock stops with Hermanson sliding out of bounds. He does get the 1st down yardage, though, as he made for the sideline and picked up 4, and it's a 1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line for Kenyon. But back to the earlier point about resting your regulars, and Case did that a lot early in the season last year, as they were able to build some big leads. And Greg Debelak felt that it really paid off as the season wore on, particularly with Dan Whalen. Here's Toot carrying the football across the 30, a pickup of 4. 2nd down at 6 coming up, but you figured it up after the first 5 games or so. Whalen had sent out almost the equivalent of a whole game.
Yeah, just by his not playing in the 3rd and 4th quarters, and Case having some luck against Denison and really building a big lead against Kenyon and building a big lead when we went to Washington, D.C. against Gallaudet. He had the opportunity to put himself in a healthy mode as Case made a playoff run.
8:37 to play. The clock continues to move. Toot will carry the football again for Kenyon. He gets out to the 40-yard line. He is tackled there. Some good defensive coverage by Christian Fredericks. Also got some help in there from Tim Derrickson, the sophomore linebacker.
Toot up now 115 yards rushing this afternoon.
Last year, of course, Angelo Mirando was the backup quarterback, and late in the season when Whalen was hurt, Mirando had to start a key game and had played significant minutes in those early season games when Whalen was out after big leads. They throw it for Von Can. He makes the catch at the 35-yard line, runs down to the 20, to the 15, and finally wrestled to the ground by Christian Fredericks, but a big-time gain there for Kenyon.
It's a jump ball at the 25-yard line, and Cam pulled it down between 3 Case defenders and picked up 15 yards after the catch.
It's a 46-yard gain for Kenyon on that connection between Hermanson and Harry Von Can, the Washington, D.C. product. And they have the football marked at the 15-yard line of Case. 7:55 to play in the football game. They'll hand it off to Kyle Toot to the 10. He gets down to the 8-yard line, and he picks up 7 more. So Kenyon, in this 4th quarter, a few things to cheer about as they have put a couple of touchdowns on the board. Taking advantage of a turnover. And this time with the big pass play between Hermanson and Von Can. They are knocking on the door again. 2nd down and 3. The football is on the 8-yard line. Here is the snap to Hermanson. He'll go to Toot, and he is upended by Lucas Zasala on a nice defensive play.
Knifing in there from the outside linebacker, strong safety position. And Lucas Zasala's had a solid second half for Case.
Coming up after the game, we'll have our post-game show. We'll have a post-game interview for you, and we'll also be checking all of the stats in the game as well. 6:55 to go here in the fourth quarter. They'll keep it in the hands of Hermanson. He tries to reverse direction, goes up the middle, gets to the goal line. Let's see, he is not in, but he is on the one or closer.
They'll stop the clock until they reset it as Hermanson picked up a first down on that carry.
Hermanson with the keeper and gets within a couple feet of the goal line. Football marked on the one. Full house backfield here. Hermanson gets the snap. He'll hand it to Kyle Toot, puts his head down. He's in. Hard to keep him out. It was that close, and he just put his head down, barreled forward for a couple of feet, and it's a 1-yard touchdown run for Kyle Toot. And that makes it 62-20. Extra point try coming up from McNeil Parker. Holder is Brian Thorne, a freshman backup quarterback. Here comes the extra point, and it is up. It is a short kick. He missed it. Shanked it off to the right. The extra point fails, and the score 62-20 Case with 6:23 to play in the fourth quarter. We'll step away for this timeout. Back with more football action from Kenyon in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Looking for somewhere to go after the game? Come head down to the Euclid Tavern and enjoy our great food and entertainment. We'll be your football headquarters all season long, playing all the top games on our big screen TV.
To the 20, he's going to go all the way, and it's a touchdown.
Plus, stop in with an appetite throughout the week and take advantage of our delicious food specials. Tacos are 50 cents on Tuesdays, 35-cent wings on Wednesdays, and be there on Thursdays for College ID night with a live DJ. Come check out the Euclid Tavern, located on Euclid Avenue just behind the south end zone. The Euclid Tavern. The Euclid Tavern, proud sponsors of Case Athletics.
This is Spartan Football on AM 1220 The Word.
Now the Case Western Reserve Spartans coming off an 11-1 campaign last year that saw them win a playoff game against Widener University and then finally went down to defeat against Wabash College in the second round of the Division III playoffs. They start the 2008 season today here at Kenyon College with a resounding first-half performance, and they lead it now by a score of 62-20. 3 second-half touchdowns for Kenyon. Here's the kickoff, and it drifts back all the way to the 5-yard line, and Luis Gonsalves will return this kickoff out to the 20, to the 25, and he's hit and dropped there as he leaps over a defender. And the Spartans will come out after a 21-yard return from Luis Gonsalves.
Well, with 6:11 to play in the ballgame at this point, it's a matter of keeping the clock running, get everybody back in the locker room dressed and back on the bus and head back to University Circle.
Said earlier, Dan Whalen with a strained right hamstring today. That occurred in the second quarter. There is Bowen going back to throw. Looking downfield, has a man open, and a sliding grab by Rob Lajeunesse, the Aurora product, makes the catch. Lajeunesse, the tight end on that particular play. And it's a first down for Case. They'll mark that football at the 45-yard line.
One of the nearly 30 freshmen that Case brought in this year to go on top of the 52 that they brought in last year. Just wave on wave of talent coming through the ranks for the Case Spartans.
Yeah, I was watching during warm-ups, just the sheer number of players out there on the field was very impressive today for Greg Demilak. First carry of the football game for Cameron Boyd, who is listed on the Case roster at cornerback. He's a freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio, played at Wyoming High School, and runs for a gain of about 3 on that play, second down and 7. Dan Whalen with the strained right hamstring. Brian Calderon, strained left knee. Tim Cowdrick, also a strained right hamstring in the football game today. You just definitely don't want to hear Cowdrick's name associated with any more injuries. They swing it out on a screen pass to the right side to Brian Rice. That's incomplete as it drops to the ground after Rice sort of twisted around trying to get in position to catch that ball. 5 minutes exactly left on the clock right now in the fourth quarter.
Very close to being a backward pass. The officials decided it was forward. It was incomplete. Case facing third and long.
Third down and 7 for Case. Max Bohan calls out the signals, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, tries to keep it himself, but he's tripped up in the backfield, knocked down by Matt Martin. On the defensive coverage, that's a loss of 4, and it's fourth down Case. They'll have to punt it away with just under 5 to play here in the football game on a bright, sunny day here in Gambier, Ohio. Case and Kenyon, opening play here in 2008, and Case rolling here with a 62-point effort today. They lead at 62-20. A lot of Case reserves getting a chance to get in there with some game action. Here is the punt coming up by Vassell. Good punt. That's a fair catch taken at the 27-yard line by Harry Von Can. And they will take over in their own territory at the 28-yard line, first and 10, with a 42-point lead for the Spartans.
Dave, Case is on their way to a 7th straight opening weekend win. They're looking to put together back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since the mid-1980s.
11 wins last year, most in school history. First undefeated season. I should say the second undefeated regular season in Case football history. Here's Hermanson on the keeper. Around the left side. He has running room to the 40, to the 45. Flag down. He's still on his feet across midfield. Out of bounds at the 45. We'll see what the flag is about. As that stops the clock with 4:09 to go in the fourth quarter.
Looks like a block in the back right there at the 40-yard line that sprung Hermanson down the sideline.
We'll see if this one comes back. Hermanson had some good running room down there, but might have had some illegal help, and they're poised to mark this one off. They'll mark it all the way back against Kenyon to the 31-yard line.
The 10-yard penalty from the solid foul. Push down, Kenyon.
So first and
yards.
7, you don't usually see that.
It is first down and 7. They need to get out to the 38-yard line. Football is marked on the 31. Hermanson will hand to Kyle Toot. He has some running room. Got a good block. Now he's into the backfield, accelerating out across the 45 down to the 40-yard line. And finally tripped up and knocked down. Defensively, Derek Sharp there for Case. But a nice run.
Had 10 in the box to open that play and stacked heavily to the strong side of the formation to the far side, the left side of the Kenyon offensive line. Toot brought it back to the right side once he got in the secondary. It was clear sailing until the Case defense could run him down.
3:45 and counting in the fourth quarter, 62-20. They will hand it to Kyle Toot again. He runs off tackle, gets out to the 30-yard line, and he's tripped up there and has close to first down yardage. He'll be a little bit short, second down and 1. That football marked at the 31-yard line. Stay tuned after the game. We'll have some post-game reaction for you from Gambier. Case coming in here, opening the season on a high note. A 62-20 lead. They'll throw it to Toot out of the backfield. He has the first down and more. He gets across the 25, down close to the 23. A pickup of 7.
So Case, they close it out under 3 minutes to play as they reset the chains and mark the ball. I'm a little surprised that Hermanson and Toot still in the ball game for Kenyon. You would figure at this point that Stanley would attempt to at least get some of his reserves in the ball game.
They'll hand it this time. We'll see who's the ball carrier. It's Andrew Cheever, who runs around the right side. He gets some yardage down to the 15. And that's an 8-yard pickup, and will bring about a second down and about 2. As Kenyon continues to play well against this second and third string defense of Case.
Chris Linderwell in the ballgame, a freshman from Hilliard-Davidson High School in the Columbus area.
Hermanson will again take it and hand it to Cheever, and he is hit and maybe thrown for a 1-yard loss. Defensively there, Devin Shepard, the defensive lineman out of Brookfield, Connecticut. 1:55 and counting here. We're inside 2 minutes in this football game on this beautiful fall afternoon here in Gambier, Ohio. Not terribly far from Columbus. A 2-hour drive down here from the Case campus. Here is the snap to Hermanson. They'll go to Toot through the middle. He cuts it out to the left side. He has some running room, and he is going in for the touchdown. It's a 15-yard touchdown run for Kyle Toot. And Kenyon makes it 62-26 with the PAT coming up.
Luis Gonsalves had an opportunity to bring Toot down at the 2-yard line. Toot ran through his tackle and into the end zone. For the score.
Waiting on the extra point from McNeil Parker. Here is the snap. The kick is on its way, and that one is good. And it's 62-27. Should make mention of the fact that Marcus McCullough and Derek Slash are back as the coordinators on the Case staff. McCullough running the defense and Derek Slash running the offense. And the offensive scheme today working very well for Case as they came out firing today behind Dan Whalen, who had a couple of early touchdown passes to Sean Knightley. Joey Baum has come in after Whalen hurt his hamstring, and he has thrown well today, came in immediately and threw a couple of touchdown passes of his own. 1:27 to go here in the football game. Case will get it back. So we are playing the waning seconds of this game as Case has come out and will, in a moment, claim their first win of the season. Waiting on the kickoff, and here it comes. And a high end over end kick will be taken by Gonsalves at the 3-yard line, out to the 10, to the 20. And flags all over the place as Gonsalves is tackled at the 27.
For Case on the afternoon, Dave, they've gone over the 500-yard mark in total offense, 505 yards, but Kenyon rebounded with only 140 yards in offense in the first half. They're now up to 417, so they've seen nearly 1,000 yards of offense in the ball game. The Spartans have picked up 155 yards on the ground. Kyle Toot himself with 182 and 224 on the ground total for the Kenyon Lords.
This will be a illegal block penalty against Case. They mark it back to the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Case from their own 10 with 1:14 to go in the football game, 62-27. And we have yet another new quarterback in for Case as Joe Baz, B-A-Z, is in the game, a freshman out of Middleburg Heights. Played at Rhodes High School. So Baz takes over. He'll be the 4th signal caller of the day for Case. That may be a record as well. This would be at the 12th consecutive regular season win for Case going back to the 2006 campaign. So quite a run for Case.
They knocked off a Washington and Lee team at the end of the 06 season that was playoff bound, and that really kind of sparked them to begin last year.
Football carrier is Cameron Boyd again, who, again, getting some time in the offensive backfield. We are now under a minute to play with the clock continuing to go well under a minute. Now it's 22 seconds left, and that may be the final play of the football game. Case will not have to run another play, and that is going to do it. The final score today from Kenyon College, 62-27. Case with a huge win today as they come in and muscle their way past the Kenyon Lords. So it is a final from Gambier, Ohio, as Case improves to 1-0 on the young season And Kenyon falls to 0-1 in the season opener for both of these teams. 62-27 your final score. Our post-game show will be coming up in just a moment. We'll be visiting with a Case player. We hope to get Brian Webster up here to talk about his touchdown reception and this great day for the Spartans. We'll also check the final stats for you as well. That's when our post-game show comes your way in just a moment right here on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.